The video you just saw is of a sanitation worker cleaning a manhole without any safety gear. This activity, also known as manual scavenging, has been illegal in India since 2013 but is still seen rampantly in many parts of the country. According to a report by an NGO, on an average, one sanitation worker dies every 5 days in India, mainly due to cleaning toxic waste in sewers. Now, manual scavenging is a common practice in India. It is an act of cleaning excrement from both private and public toilets, manholes, underground sewers, and septic tanks. Just this year, ladies and gentlemen, on March of 26th, 2 workers died of suffocation while cleaning a septic tank in East Delhi's banquet hall. In February, a 37-year-old Narayanan, who was a municipal sweeper in Karnataka, died by suicide as he was forced to clean a manhole with his bare hands. Now, guess who pressurized him to do so? It was none other than the civic officials in Maddur who pressurized Narayana to clean the manhole. However, they later told an inquiry committee that he did so voluntarily without coercion. It was only found out later that the officials had dogged his salary and placed him under suspension, and he was forced to do it. On 14th of February, 3 men died while cleaning a septic tank near Chennai. These deaths are reported every second day. As per National Commission for Safai Karamcharis, a total of 631 people have died in India so far, cleaning India's sewers and septic tanks in the last 10 years between 2010 and March of 2020. The highest number of deaths were seen in Tamil Nadu in the last 10-year gap at 122, followed by Uttar Pradesh at 85. In 2013, the government of India also acknowledged that cleaning of dry toilets also amounts to manual scavenging. It is an illegal offense and punishable by up to 2 years. Yet, in July of 2019, as many as 54,000 manual scavengers have been identified in the country. Now, this is according to a survey that was conducted in only 18 states. So why isn't anything being done just as yet? There is an unprecedented priority given to sanitation under the Swachh Bharat scheme, and yet, day on day, we hear of such deaths because the government, while deciding to spend 57,000 crores to build toilet, it has not focused on the people involved in cleaning those toilets. As per researchers, in most cases, the work to clean septic tanks is contracted privately or by a housing society or a company. So there is no provision for safety, and the police has also in many cases not even bothered to register a case even after a death was reported. In fact, when 3 sewage workers died in April of 2017 in Delhi's Lajpat Nagar, and the sewage line, which belonged to the Delhi Jal Board, it distanced itself from the workers and said that the Jal Board neither contracted the workers nor the contractor himself. Hence, the conviction rate remains very low. Remember, while India was under lockdown, sanitation workers were expected to continue working even if it was to dispose hazardous waste like masks, PPE kits, among others. Now, compensation to the families of those who have died remains delayed. Mumbai's Sanjana Pawar, who lost her husband while cleaning a clogged pipeline, has been waiting for her claim since 2017 because the man who contracted them to clean the pipeline has denied any connections with them. So why are there so many manual scavengers even if the practice is illegal in the country, if you may ask? It is because manual scavenging is an occupation for many people in the country. It's a sad reality. The manual scavengers belong to a caste group that comes at the bottom of the caste hierarchy, and most of them are Dalit, unable to get jobs in organized sector, and therefore are left with no option but to resort to manual scavenging. Do we have any other alternative to this? And that, of course, is the big question. Yes, we do. A Kerala-based startup in 2018 had developed a robot to clean the septic tanks and manholes. The price of the robot is around 40 lakh rupees, and the robot can be customized to fit each and every city's manhole and unclog up to 10 a day without any human intervention. And 200 a month, and that's a big number. The company has so far collaborated with municipalities in 14 states and provided over 65 robots to cities like Indore, Gurugram, Coimbatore and Mumbai. However, the progress has been very slow, and large part of India still resort to manual scavenging. Another alternative can be to mechanize the process of cleaning the tanks like Malaysia has done. The individual septic tanks in Malaysia are similar to that in India, and they have shifted from manual scavenging to a mechanized system of cleaning the sewage pipelines. The country has invested in creating awareness among its citizens and mechanized the process of cleaning the tanks through companies that are strictly monitored by the government in Malaysia. But all this can be done only if the government focuses not just on infrastructure or building more toilets, but on the people who are actually involved in cleaning them.